Give me a second to find the video. I'm just gonna do like coffee in a chat. I am gonna do a solar eclipse live stream after this one. Like, I'm gonna do this video, take a break, and then do an eclipse special. I want to talk a little bit about just some Atlantean kind of stuff. I want to talk a little bit more about Stonehenge and some of these porthole areas here in the United Kingdom. Hold on one second, I gotta turn my music down. Alright, I want to talk a little bit about dimensional doorways. This is a weird little island. This is a strange place where a lot of paranormal kind of things exist. I was doing a lot of, I'm doing a lot of learning about the ley lines and some of these sacred site areas here in the United Kingdom. I'm not familiar with them. Like, the people here have had a lot of knowledge that's been maybe passed down or acquired. So there's a lot of people that are very into these subjects and know a lot more about me, but I am over here learning about some of these kind of things over here. And this is a very interesting island because like, more than half of the crop circles that happen anywhere on the planet will happen within 40 miles of Wiltshire, which is where Avebury Stone Circle is located. There's different types of vortexes, and the vortex points are basically where ley lines cross each other. This is a powerful system. These are kind of underground energies. You could think of it like the Earth as a human body too, right? Underground energies that are distributed globally. Where Stonehenge meets in particular, there are 14 ley lines that cross in that area. It's a really powerful area. And I think that we know that time and space isn't really what it seems. And that there were a lot of past technologies being used, especially extraterrestrial type technologies. We still see a lot of these being used today, modern day. And I look at Stonehenge as a piece of ancient technology. We know that things like astrological alignments, which we have a powerful one this week with this eclipse. We basically have a porthole that opens with these space storms, right? We're talking about portholes. And it opens up a gateway. We talk about these ascension gateway days, which today is one. I look at this whole period between eclipses as a very powerful energy. This is a gateway in between eclipses that we're going to go through today. And so this is a really powerful energy. We're going to have Sirius in alignment with our planet, and that pumps out a lot of galactic energies across these ley lines. The ancients knew a lot about this, and this was prior to ascension and the energies increasing in the Schumann resonance, going through the roof like it is modern day right now, when these structures were being used. And I look at, Stonehenge especially as a piece of technology. I look at it like CERN now, after going around and playing with it. And, seeing what it's capable of. This would be a, doorway to another dimension. And, there are many, I believe in the multiverse theory, where there's many universes, like infinite probabilities, depending on what you're doing. There's infinite versions of you, too. And, this can do crazy things, for healing, for aligning your body, for possibly time travel and things like that. And, people are really fast to discount these things. Like, they will tell you the ley lines are not real, that crop circles are fake, any of the kind of scientific research, but we see a lot of evidence that shows the contrary. We have a lot of debates over the paranormal in general. And, ghosts are one thing, spirits are another, but these crop circles are paranormal events that are happening on this planet that we have physical, concrete proof of, right? For the skeptics out there, there's clearly an imprint that's left that you could research and see that it does crazy things. It contains a lot of different energies. Prior to the things happening like crop circles, and they always happen in these areas, right by these ley line areas. These sacred sites were built where the ley lines cross as well. These crop circles happen in areas that are connected by two of those sites or more a lot of the time. And so, there's a lot of research that shows that possibly these UFOs use those ley line systems to travel interdimensionally. At the least, without the crop circle even, it really creates a powerful vortex with just the ley line energies alone. Where those lines are crossing, it creates a vortex point. And that's where these crop circles are occurring. And they are their own vortex, their own gateway, dimensional doorway, if you will. Good morning. We're doing coffee and a chat. I'm just saying hi. I just thought I'd send some energy out. I was going to try again. Once again, I'm always trying to talk about these things and I like can't. I'm going to try again. Right. I will try again. So, you know, I'm going to be back at another crop circle. I'm like, oh God, I'm a little bit afraid of them. I really, not afraid of them, but like they just do a lot to my energy. What the universe thinks I need. I wanted crop circles, right? Here they are. I manifested them. I see a lot of crop circle experts. They're like probably been doing this their whole life. This is like what they do. And they're like, oh my God, crop circle season's crazy this year. There's an awful lot of crop circles happening. And I'm just like, yeah, glad I could be of assistance. I've been trying to manifest more crop circles, right? So there's another one that's occurred. I've been looking at these areas, right? They have a lot of weird energy aside from the crop circles. Like just going there. I've been to a lot of these different types of areas. We're going to be going to 3 different areas this weekend. One would be the crop circle. I'm doing Stonehenge, a private ceremony, and I'm also doing Avebury. And Avebury is a paranormal vortex. Like I was looking again at someone else's pictures at night and I could see the same thing was happening where with my eyes, I could see all the ancestral spirit type energies everywhere. You could say ghosts, right? You can see it with your eyes everywhere. And when I was taking photos there, it did weird things to my camera where, I mean, you could see the spirit ghost energies in every one of my pictures at night. It's real eerie, but it's like my favorite area, right? I noticed a lot of mediums might be drawn to that area too. It feels amazing. It's one of my favorite places. Last time I was there, I saw the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen in my life there, right? Beautiful sunset. I was playing with some ponies and they were licking me and it was real cute. And it was like really beautiful. I do try to do a lot of videos when I'm going off adventuring on this stuff, so I'll be trying to do a lot of videos just because, you know, all we have to do is stay high vibe and positive and manifesting and it will really do amazing things for us in our reality, in our timeline. So I'm always just trying to kind of lift vibes. Good morning. Good. You got up. I'm going to do this video. I'm going to have some food and then I'm going to come back and do another video before I go start my day. But I wanted to kind of try to talk a little bit more about these paranormal type places. This island fascinates me. There are many realms, you know, within realms here, secret hidden worlds within worlds, right? A lot of past ancient things that have been passed down from places like Lemuria and Atlantis, and I think it's very interesting that I'm here because I keep on talking about the possibility of a pole shift. And, you know, this would be one of the places I know that during the last cycle was one of the only places on the planet that didn't get destroyed. And this is where, I guess you call it Avalon, right, would have been rebuilt from the people that survived Atlantis. So I feel that this is a really good place timeline-wise for me to be living and working with these timelines and everything's going to happen. I've been watching a lot of these Earth changes and I think people are waiting for like this event that might be like a pole shift wiping out a lot of the planet and it would happen fast. I feel like it's already happening now and gradually. And I want to, like, I'm going to have to get, like I was telling my boyfriend, a map of the world so I can actually, you know, with the earthquakes, show you guys possibly the areas that are already being affected. We're going to see a lot of global changes. The places in the Middle East, like Afghanistan, will be like the new North Pole. They'll be frozen over, right? We're going to see places go underwater, possibly the entire country of India. Like, we're going to see some serious earth changes, but they're already happening. You can see that there's a lot of seismic activity, and the earth is basically rearranging itself in a lot of these areas. Good morning. I'm just doing coffee and a chat about, you know, these sacred site areas. They're very powerful. They do powerful things to align your own energy. I've been having to do a lot of healing too, aside, right, just extra healing from the shifts I've been going through, and they do amazing things for your energy. It's really crazy. I was studying kind of like the chemical components that, because they have had people scientifically, you know, test these crop circles and what it does to the soil and air and things like that. And there's several kinds of radiation in them, and I could definitely feel it. It makes your skin all prickly, like I was reading about the energy sensations, what it does to you. I was definitely feeling like I needed a shower to decontaminate after being in the crop circle last time. I was like, I was telling my boyfriend, if you had any like sweatshirts or clothes on here, make sure that you don't rewear them and that you wash them, because they are getting exposed to radiation. They're really fast, like the government, to say these are fake, all of them. And they're scared of them. The videos that I have saw where scientists have looked into these crop circles, they'll usually stand on the outside of the crop circle and take soil samples and test it, like they're afraid of radiation and getting cancer. And they're really fast to say that, but we're seeing an increase that, you know, as these ascension energies are hitting the planet, it's creating these dimensional doorways for the interdimensional. And, you know, we're seeing more and more of these crop circles kind of hitting the planet right now everywhere globally. People are sharing pictures of them, videos of them. And, you know, those are activations for Gaia. They're powerful. When you stand in them, and it's hard because I'm like taking pictures from the ground. They're meant to be viewed from space, from an aerial view. What does that really tell you? So, you know, when you stand in them, you can feel the energy vortex, like, all around you. It feels so crazy, too. They last, like, 2 weeks, too. Those, you know, ionized radiation particles, or whatever they are, last, like, 2 weeks, too. It's really crazy. I noticed a lot of these are happening with these energy shifts. So, if more crop circles are happening, it makes sense. We're having more and more of these energy gateways and shifts that are allowing the interdimensional, you know, to access us more. It's crazy. It does crazy things to you. So doing my own research, right, I heard a lot of things about Stonehenge and how it must be a negative structure, and, you know, I'm the type that has to go feel these things and look at them myself to figure out, you know, what's up with them. So these are really powerful gateways. What activates the Earth chakra system? What would activate these Stargate areas? Well, the ley line is going to be, you know, taking in tons of that cosmic energy with this ascension. So like I said, this is going to be a powerful place for me to be this weekend while I'm at these sacred sites, because literally it's going to be activated with all that Syrian energy hitting the planet and going through the consciousness grid. I feel that I'm getting led to certain areas here too to assist with the Earth's ascension and with the Earth's grid, and I'm kind of learning how to connect with a different elemental type of energy. I'm very galactic with my mission, and I'm like, I always joke about it, like I'm over here in Fairy Wonderland, and I'm learning how to work with different energies, but it's really, really powerful. I notice that it kind of goes hand in hand with me and what I'm doing with these ascension energies. Hi, Sarah. I'm going to be stalking you after my real video. So, let's see. I'm not sure. People should... I think that the scientists need to wake up. I think that they need to be doing more, like, real science stuff. I was on NASA's site the other day, and, yeah, I know, right? Don't ask. I thought they might have some eclipse pictures I could use for my group. I was on their site. I ended up on their site. And it was like, their site was broken. Like, Google Maps is not working. It has a big red thing, right? Their site was, like, all broken. And I was joking about it. Like, people are suddenly very interested in the space weather and what's going on. And they're real fast to be like, oh, you know, even though we give the United States NASA $300 billion a year, we don't have any kind of stuff for you. We're shut down because of the tax department, right? Like, so people are suddenly getting more interested in things like the interdimensional and things like that. They've been very fast to say that these are hoaxes, but you can see these are made out of sacred geometry. They are energy vortexes. They do crazy things to the energy, the soil, life around it. And I definitely don't mind shining a light on this stuff over here. I'm trying to think what else. Alright, I'm going to be getting off of here. For sure, we need to manifest more alien messages around here, right? It's everything that I'm always trying to tell people, right? That we need to evolve, that we need to be nicer people, we need to detox, take better care of ourselves. It's nothing different. But these are activations to help the Earth with her ascension. The planet is taking on a lot of energies right now. And so a lot of you guys are really energy sensitive, and you're feeling this eclipse energy that's happening. I'm going to wait till my next video to get into this. I'm going to get off here and do a card video real fast. But a lot of people have karma coming up to clear. Yeah, the things that are bothering you or stressing you out might be karmic in nature, and they're meant to be released right now. So, you know, if you're having a hard time or a lot of stress or whatever, make sure that you're seeing the big picture, that this is a new cycle, and these cycles are going rapidly. We have, like, you know, another few months to clear these things. So pay attention to what's coming up right now. I just did a really good cleansing on our house. Like, I was just cleaning for like 2 hours. I'm late for work. I just had to do a really good cleansing to maybe do more spring cleaning up your space. This is a new moon, and it's a powerful time for manifesting. That's going to be my next video I'm going to do in a few minutes. So really stay aligned with what you're trying to manifest. This negativity coming to the surface, the negative thoughts, the things blocking us, time to release it. Time to just really stay focused on what you want to see happen. Good outcomes, putting that out to the universe.